Well, Mulan came out today, and anybody who isn't on the payroll didn't like it. Ultimately, if you look at the Twitter reactions from normal people, people whose companies probably don't have large investments from the CCP, most people say Mulan was kind of a dud. Is the movie a 2 out of 10? No, of course not. Is it even a 4 out of 10? Probably not. It's a middling, if I had to rate it, non-theater experience, just watching on my monitor down here, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. 5.25 out of 10, maybe. Must miss. Not for 30 bucks. Please out there. Please, 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 please. If you want to see Mulan, I 100% understand that. And there's nothing wrong with liking this film. But please just consider waiting until it's not 30 bucks. Because if people can't wait, then this is going to be the new established price for premium VODs, and it's way too much. $30 plus the $8 membership is, a one-time fee of $40 if you're not already a Disney Plus subscriber to see a movie, and that's ridiculous. $20 is already more than enough, in my opinion, especially when you're talking about a digital license that you don't have to do anything for. But I digress. So they've turned Mulan into Mary Sue, and one particular good Twitter take here from E:R. 15 minutes into Mulan, and it looks like Disney thought a girl fighting among men was too unrealistic. So they gave her superpowers, chi. It's also implied women with high chi are outliers, so women generally must lack as much life energy. Pretty base. I mean, I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't call that base, but, it's interesting. And, of course, Mulan's Disney Plus release, reigniting the boycott movement. We talked about that today in our first video, and I knew this would happen. It's just like when Warner Brothers inevitably releases Aquaman 2 with She Who Shall Not Be Named, apparently on this platform, because every time I say her name, I get hit with that yellow mark. There's going to be a whole new wave. There's going to be another 100,000 people signing a boycott. That's exactly what happened. Now, the budget for this film was $200 million. If you put another $200 million into the budgeting for it, into marketing, that means the cost to recoup will be $400 million. That's the rule of thumb with a standard video release. I can't say for a fact that they spent as much as they normally would for this. I'm assuming they did. But I can't know that yet, at least until some insiders share what the actual marketing budget was. But most people say, Mulan is a cinematic eye candy that makes up for a weak script. Well, that's not what Jeremy Yan said. He said you could, my eye isn't as trained as his is clearly. I mean, I can notice when something has bad CGI, but I generally am not looking for it. I'm not reviewing a film on that level. But to a lot of people, this was very poorly animated. And if we look at actual reviews, all right, here's Metacritic. 68 from critics. By the way, that's way too high. 45 critic reviews. So as more of them get in, as more critic reviews happen, I suspect this will get down to like a 62, 63. But I don't know how many of these critics get giant checks from the CCP or the companies they work for. But if we look at the user ratings, it's a 3.4 on Metacritic. Mulan. 63 negative, 25 positive. Nothing like the trailer was made it out to be. Had some emotional moments, but this came over more like cheesy, cheap remake of an old tale rather than living up to the opportunity that Mulan could have provided to girls like it did so many in the 90s, kicking off the girl power movement. The acting was terrible all around, horribly edited. If you want to sum up the movie in one sense, watch the Emperor scene right after he gets saved and ropes get undone by Mulan close to the end. So much potential, a real shame. I'll stick with the classics. While I give Mulan some credit for trying to do something different, whereas a lot of prior Disney remakes just rehash the same old story, the lack of music, character, humor, and emotion leaves the film rather hollow. 1. If you're under 10 years old and you haven't seen any of the films this movie is ripping off, you might enjoy it. So as a gateway to better movies, it's fine for kids. But anyone looking for a story with characters would do better with a weekday soap opera, because this movie is frustratingly bland. Not a bad rental for some cheap, pretty visuals. But everything here has been done before and been done better. Not worth $30. Hopefully this business model dies. My friend paid for the film and I still feel ripped off. Here's another example of Disney that live action movies are not recommended. The movie is way different than the animated series. The fact that they removed all the favorable characters from the animated, no songs, made this movie questionable. The story is very dull, as well as the new characters. This movie has no charm, lacks jokes. There isn't even much backstory to the film. The reason this movie failed is it's trying to appease China and Western audience. The word Mongols can't even be used as it would be offensive. Mulan is like a Jedi with her chi. Movie is ruined by having a Mary Sue. Having to spend an extra $30 plus Disney Plus is outrageous. But what I think is happening is there has been a significant shift in the audience score. It started out probably, I saw it as low as 30, 32, but it's progressively going up and up and up throughout the day. Now, the amount of reviews coming in would make sense as more people watch the film, but even as I refresh this, it's locked in now at 46%. I think we're seeing the same thing we saw with The Rise of Skywalker, where they're being really careful with audience reviews. Critic reviews are at 81, which is way over the top. And if you read the negative reviews, they read as a lot more, I don't know, authentic. That's what I would say. Yeah, the girl power thing is cool for young girls, and I think that that's an important thing to have. You know, Disney does good at that. But the way that she gets her girl power, it's not even something she earns, right? And if we look at the audience reviews, there's something curious about the way that these 5-star reviews are written from brand new accounts with no picture. You know what I mean? Look at this. This is such a beautiful and inspiring story. I love Mulan. She is loyal to her country and to herself. I feel like I can relate to her. I will definitely rewatch with my friends. Bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep, 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 bloop, bloop, blop, bloop, bleep. Doesn't sound real, does it? Actress is amazing. She is wonderful. Fight scenes, wonderful. It is one of the best Disney movies. I like very much. I hope more and more can see it. Bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep, bleep, bloop, bloop. 5 stars. Brand new account, only ever reviewed Mulan. Brand new account. Love this version of Mulan so much. My whole family enjoys watching it together. Never reviewed anything but Mulan. Great movie. Mulan will be every girl's icon. Loyalty, brave, and true. And devotion to family. Beep boop. I was outraged when Mulan was moved to Disney Plus, and even more outraged now that I've seen this stunning cinematic epic film. Mulan is beautiful. It's like, I don't think they used the right word. Like they don't speak English. They meant to use something else. Great movie and performance. There is much more to it. As a daughter, woman, warrior, loyal, brave, true, and filial. The father's love for his daughter and Mulan's love for family is very touching. The Phoenix was quite interesting change. Love it. Stunning. Especially fond of the tail. Haha. Like, are you kidding? Like, well made, complex characters, stunning visuals, 5 stars. No prince, no magic, no pretty dress, yet she stands for every girl of us. 5 stars. Well, that's at least probably a real person. I mean, the ones at least who take the time. A girl became a soldier became a leader became a legend. You're gonna love Mulan. Can't wait to see it again. Shao X. Mulan is brilliant. I found loyal, brave, and true from it. The actress is a beautiful actress. I am looking forward to her future. Bleep bloop, bloop bloop beep. Boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. This Mulan is really amazing. I hope to see it again in the cinema. I mean, come on. At least try. I mean, here's the thing. Not all of these Zero Avatar, things are fake, obviously. This seems decent from Stacia. Quite different from the animated Mulan, with a few fun nods to some of my favorite scenes. The addition of the witch character is wonderful and adds a mysterious dimension. Even a lucky cricket. 4.5 stars. The emotion between Mulan and her father is really moving. I am touched to cry. If you notice the names, a lot of the people that are, reviewing it, it looks like Disney definitely pleased the Chinese audience. I mean, if you read the negative reviews, they read way more normal. Horrible, choreography sucks. What's with the Phoenix? Gong Li as a witch, bad acting, time I'll never get back in my life. It's a wannabe film. At least that seems normal. You know what I mean? Absolutely stunning. With the fighting scenes and aesthetic moving framing, the leading actress literally brought the Mulan alive again. And a whole new special character. Definitely the best blockbuster in 2020. Who writes like that? Who calls films blockbusters? And all of these, they're not just like I don't know. The words are spelled correctly, but they're not you know what I'm talking about. They don't sound natural. Fantastic retelling of animated classic. The film takes on a warranted, more serious tone while still capturing the heart and essence of the story we know and love. A visual feast that I could watch over and over again. Exclamation point. I don't know. It's been going up and up all day, and I think thinks something is a little afoot here with the reviews. Now look at this. It literally just dropped another point as they certified it fresh and let a bunch more reviews in. You see, go up to 766. Keep an eye on this. If it takes a huge jump forward, I'm going to, there's a lot of brand new accounts in here leaving 5. There are some leaving 1s too. They just read more believable. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's Maybelline. I hope you enjoyed this video. Disney, I hope you get I hope it was worth it. You sold out a classic film, sold out a classic character, and to appease a foreign government. Hope it was worth it, Disney. Just let me know how that baby batter tastes. Hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. We'll talk to you again real soon.